Morning world, Hippy Trev here. Beautiful day up here in paradise, and we've had some beautiful warm summer nights lately, so I'm really enjoying it. So roll the intro. Hi, Hippy Trev here, and welcome to my channel. Hope you get something out of it. Right, well, it's another beautiful day up here in paradise, and like I said, we've been having some beautiful warm summer nights, and I've got a big smudge on my screen. Give me a sec. I think that's got rid of it. Right, yeah, so we've had some beautiful warm nights up here in Queensland. Now, today's about fitting the water camera cases, but firstly, I pulled the oil filters apart that came from the boat. Here we go. So I pulled the oil filters out of their canister that came from both the boat and the bike, and flicked through them all. Absolutely no metal filings, no gold filings, absolutely nothing. That's the boat one. And this is from the bike. No bits of metal, no gold filings, no absolutely anything in there. So that's a good sign, and I'm very, very happy about that. Righto, so a few vids ago, I was talking about these cases and how they keep breaking these mounts off. This one is the one I actually glued on with that black elastic, and it's been better than any case I've ever had before. This case I've got tied off here with a bit of string or a bit of speaker wire that stopped it moving, but so we never know how long these cases are going to last, and there's a lot of vibration on the bike and everything, and those mounts are bound to break again. And I sort of put a call out there a few vids ago saying, can anyone build me an aluminium case? Well, old mate Water, who showed up before his present did, the I Got Your Back Covered video, sent me these. And these are aluminium cases. They're a little bit different to the way the other cases are. Instead of the door going sideways, it flips up out of the back. So that works like that. And also, instead of the squawk box being under here, they've got it sitting up there, which will be different. So what I'm going to do, there's no brackets on here, so at the moment the first thing I need to do, I'll just bring them in. The first thing I need to do is get out the hardware and get these brackets screwed on, and then mount them to the bike. And I'm going to save them little Grammy bags because they're actually quite handy, because when I travel with all my SIM cards and excess batteries, when I use my batteries up, it's really handy to stick the batteries, the ones I've used, it's really handy to stick them into the bag, so when I get home I know which batteries I've used and which ones I haven't. I've been starting to look into these 360 instant cameras. Now, they're not a 360 camera because I don't like the 360 cameras. You've got to have I think you've got to have much better programming. You've got to have much better editing programs to run that sort of stuff. I've just realised even these brackets aren't plastic, they're actually aluminium. Which is going to make them 10 times stronger than what I've been using. So I've been looking into the Insta360 cameras a little bit. Like I said the other day, to move out of this camera into the Insta360, it's like retooling your whole workshop again, and the cost is quite dear. So I think I'll be holding off for a little while yet. And the other thing with these, I'm not sure about these cases, is you've got this little bit added extra here where the squawk box mount goes in. So I'll be interested to see how that looks when it's finally on the bike. So that's one case done, got its bracket on. I'm also hoping my 2 truck models show up in the mail today. I guess I end up with a couple extra Allen keys on this job, which is good. Oh, it's dropped. Where'd it go? Shit. There it is. The beauty of a concrete driveway. If I had a gravel driveway, I'd probably never see that again. Gotta love a concrete driveway. That's why I had my driveway and my shed built, because I knew what I was going to do when I landed here. But I knew I wanted a decent sized driveway. I don't do any mechanical work in the shed, even on the hot days. I don't do any work in the shed. I do it all out here in the driveway. I don't like working on my car or the bike actually in the shed. I prefer to do it out here. I've got plenty of light, plenty of room to move around. I find I feel a bit restricted if I'm doing any mechanical work, especially on the boat. I feel very restricted if I'm trying to do it in the shed. So I do everything out here in the driveway, and that's why I built a nice, big, wide driveway. I had built for me a nice, big, wide driveway when I first got here. I knew what I wanted, and I knew why I wanted it. Rightio. That's the camera mounts on. Go mount them to the bike and see how we go. I've had a few people ask me about this screwdriver here. I've had a few people ask me about that screwdriver here, whether it's like they ask me if it's a weapon. Well, no, it's not a weapon. It's for situations like this where I need to tighten my GoPro mounts up. So no, it's definitely not a weapon. So that's the mount I fixed using the Celastic. So that was a different sort of mount that sits on the bottom of the swivel, and I literally used the black Celastic, glued it to the bottom of this case, and it's been a bloody solid mount. So see what I'm talking about, the squawk box. So my squawk box lives at the bottom here. On the watertight cases, it lives up the top here. So see how that goes when I put it on. So this is going to be my forward-facing camera. Almost doesn't fit in the bracket there. If it doesn't fit, we'll make it fit. There we go. I'm going to need pliers for that. Rightio. Now this one, so this one I've tied off. So this one here I've tied off with a piece of string. Piece of speaker wire. So I can get rid of that for now. I can tell you what, that also stabilised the camera. This bracket tend to move around quite a lot. So having this piece of speaker wire tied on where I did has certainly stabilised this camera from waving around a lot, which also has stopped a lot of the fatigue on the camera mount. So first thing I want to do is just want to get the squawk box out of here, show you what I mean. Right now, so the squawk box comes out the bottom, out of there, but on this one, it lives up here, like so, and goes in there. That might be better. Now that's a bit of a loose fit for me, and so what I might do, I'm going to put some sticky tape around that, and that'll make that a much tighter fit in there, and that'll sit in there like so. Beautiful. Anyway, let's get this one off. I don't have a third squawk box, I've only got the two. Off. I have got onto the camera house where I bought one of my squawk boxes, $90 bloody squawk box, and they did offer a lifetime warranty. And they've been dicking me around with this lifetime warranty bullshit, basically saying no. Well, anyway, they're not honouring their pledge that came when I bought this squawk box. I said $90 squawk box. They're not honouring the pledge of it being a lifetime warranty, which is a shame, because if they did, I'd have 3 squawk boxes. So I wouldn't have to be changing them in and out. I could just leave them permanently in their cases. So Thank you, Wartie, for the aluminium cases. When I put the call out, I wasn't really expecting anyone to find me anything, especially online. And I was sort of thinking someone might make me up one, but the fact you actually found them and sent them to me, really appreciate that, mate. So it'd be nice to get out the bike, give them a good test run. I still might tie this one off because of the vibration. That one's not too bad, but this mount's always been a bit vibrating. So, and now all I'm doing is waiting for the mail and hope my truck models roll in. So, big thank you to Wartie. Thank you, mate. I really appreciate it. They're on the bike now, which is fantastic. So, and for anyone who might still want a sticker, they're $5. Send me a self-stamped addressed envelope to Hippy Trev, 21 Tartan Street, Biggin, 4621 Queensland. Put $5 in an envelope with a self-stamped addressed envelope, and I will post a sticker off to you. So, Jules, Dan and Vic, I really hope you got your sticker. The one that went over to South Australia, I hope you got yours as well. So, Walter, thank you very, very much for the camera cases. I really appreciate it. I did put a call out for someone who can make me some aluminium cases. I certainly wasn't expecting you to find those for me, so I really appreciate it. And they're now on the bike. So I was all about to sign out. Pressure's in the mail. So these aren't a gift from anyone. These are something I've bought for myself off my model page. Models, Bits and Kits Australia, and this should be the two truck models I just bought recently, where I had a little bit of a drama trying to get this guy to post them. We agreed on a price, and then he come back at me and said he wanted another $20, and I said, well, I wasn't having it. We agreed on a price, and that's the price he set. I paid it immediately. And then 2 days later, he came back with his massive big box and basically wanted another $20 postage, which I basically said, no, I'm not doing, mate. I'm really sorry. I paid you the $175. I'm not paying you any more. And if you had quoted me $195 for the 2 models, I would have said no anyway. So you certainly got them nicely packed. There we go. Oh, there's one. God. Okay, I thought that was one model then, so nice, good sized box. Rightio, let's open them up and show you what we got. So yes, I wasn't paying the extra $20 he tried to sting me for something I'd already paid for on a price we've already agreed, and obviously he managed to get it posted. So the Monte Carlo model it's done is going to end up in the Monte Carlo model is done is going to end up in the back laundry in the shed. So, okay, AMT, Dex, don't we love AMT? So that's the Mack truck. I've actually always wanted to build this model. I've been looking off and on for this for quite a while. Special features. Retooled rear spoked wheels, 2 fuel tank options, expanded decal sheet with cab stripes. Right, let's open it up and see what we've got here. Now I still probably paid a little bit too much for these. Both these models were $175 posted together. Let's open her up and see what we got in here. There's lights and glass. Not a real lot of chrome. There are a lot of parts. Got a lot of hand painting to do on this one. Tyres, I've got to cut all the centres out of the tyres. Bonnet and cab. Our decal sheet. I keep misplacing my blade. There it is. Let's have a look at what the decals look like. There's my decal sheet, so I've got plenty of number plates to choose from. A trucking company I can use. Yep, looking forward to that. All right, so that's the Mack. And the destruction sheets, which are AMT, not very clear. But I've built enough of these now. I shouldn't really have a problem putting this model together. I've built enough of them now. And I've got frame rails to put together. Oh my God. So I've got make up the chassis rails individually. That is always a major test of someone's skill, is getting those frame rails done right. They can be an absolute pain in the arse. So, as you can see, lots and lots of hand painting to do. This model will definitely be taking me a little while. I've got other things happening today, so I won't be starting this or the other model today, but there are lots and lots of parts. Lots and lots of parts to be painted, and I will be painting every individual part. Oh, here we go. And there's another bag there as well. So, plenty of parts to be painted. Very little chrome. Glass and lenses. Cab. Beautiful. That's the Mac. The R model Mac. I'm really looking forward to doing that model. I don't know if I'm going to do it in green. I've already got a green Mac in the cupboard there and it turned out quite shit, so I'm not really sure I'll paint that one green. Oh, I don't know what paint I've got left. And I've been wanting to do this model as well for a very long time. This is the older model Kenworth. First time available in over 30 years, restored sleeper and battery box parts, expanded decal sheet. Wonderful. All right, let's open up and see what we've got in here. Yes, this model, they've come through. This model to buy off eBay or something like that is quite expensive. I have seen this model up to $120 just for this model alone. Just checking out here, but oh. There's a drag truck that was sent to me from America. Lots of chrome, as you'd expect on the Kenworth. Lights and glass, as always. Cabin bonnet. Not as many parts as the Mac, but still plenty to do. Yet again, frame rails, so I have to build my own frame rails. They don't come already complete. Axles and tubing. I didn't see any tubing on the Mac model, so I've got tubing for hydraulic lines, I suppose. Tyres, I've already their centres cut out. And our beautiful, nice big decal sheet. Let's have a look at the decal sheet. I love decals. And being a newish model, I shouldn't have any trouble getting off. These are what they call a water slide. So you basically, you cut out the sticker you want to use at the time and stick in a little thing of water, wait a few minutes and then slide it off the sheet. Oh, look at that, beautiful big decals. Where's the box? So, this is a white truck with red decals. I may not even paint this part of the model. I might just leave it white and use and see if I can get their decals on there. Beautiful big sheet of decals. There was supposed to be a dash decal on there, but I don't see it anywhere, which means I'll have to hand paint the dash. Oh, it was on the sticker. The box. The sticker did say a decal dash, but I don't see one. I only see one set of number plates instead of front and back number plates, only one set of number plates. So I've got other spare number plates I can hunt around for. They're going to be good to put on. So, the Kenworth. A lot of chrome on this one. A lot of chrome. The decal sheet, sorry, the destruction sheet, same thing, AMT destructions, about as clear as mud, but I've done quite a few of them now, so I shouldn't have any problems following. I should not have any problems following how to put all this together. I've done enough of them now to know what to look for and how to do it. Wonderful. Well, it's definitely quite a few weeks' work right there. So, there we go. They've come as they were supposed to. So there we go. One Kenworth and one Mac model kits to be done, and I'm not sure, I won't be starting them today, got things to do, but yeah, each of these are going to take a little bit of time. They're not going to be a 2-day build, that's for sure. I'm going to take my time. A lot of hand painting. A lot of hand painting on these models, which I really like, which, you know, I've just got to sit down and just take my time and do my painting and so forth, which I'm really looking forward to. And the Kenworth body, I don't even have to paint that, but I do have to get the decals on right. And yeah, I'm always that good with the decals, but anyway, we'll see how we go. So, rightio world, so Wartie, yet again, thank you very much for the aluminium cases for the GoPro cameras. I really appreciate that, and hopefully they'll stand the test of time on the bike. I need to get out and do a few more rides while the weather's still good. And my model's finally arrived, so that's pretty fucking awesome. So anyway, worlds, stay safe, keep your knees in the breeze, and I will catch you later. Bye.